got the schools are recorded.
Okay. I didn't say anything. I wasn't swearing.
Okay.
I did have a raised tone. I admit that.
Okay.
And
What's going on?
we're trying to enroll my kid in school.
Okay.
I have a severely autistic boy.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. And he is extremely violent. And he's prone to psychotic outbursts.
Right.
And when I say psychotic, I mean it is from 0 to I'm fine to he loses all higher thinking and he's gone. He turns into an animal. And so I went there to get home instruction for him.
Right.
That was agreed upon by Miss Thomas. Matter of fact, Miss Thomas just called me about an hour ago. And it's like, you know, I know that my staff was doing certain things and I know that you got upset. So, and the sheriff's outside?
Well, I'm supposed to have been here. I've been busy.
Okay.
I'm supposed to have been here ever since the incident earlier today.
It really wasn't much of an incident. I left peacefully and she...
Because they thought you was coming to the school board. You finished the conversation.
Yeah, I was going to go to the school board. I decided not to go to the school board, thinking that they were probably just going to go ahead and, you know, set me up some kind of meeting. So I decided to go home and call, and I did. And I spoke with the school board.
Okay.
And I'm expecting a call.
Okay. Well, okay. Number one, I appreciate you even trying to look after the child, but most people don't.
Right.
Number two, I work with kids all day long at Gadsden Central that we have to call the parents on, but that's not why I'm here. The only thing I'm asking, when you go to those meetings, please conduct yourself in the proper manner.
And I wanted to today until that woman just pissed me off.
Right.
And you know that bridge goes two ways.
Right.
I went there peacefully. I addressed my concerns even before we walked in the room. I sat down peacefully. If you say it's on camera,
I say
then watch it.
Most schools should be recorded.
Okay, then
Depending on where they
so there
had
was no camera. I see. Okay, so
I'm not saying it wasn't.
if there is, it needs to be watched.
Yeah.
You need to watch.
Yeah, I watch it.
You need
Depending
to
on where they had you at Stewart Street.
Yeah. Okay. I implore you to watch this camera, and I want you to watch how this lady told me today, against what Miss Thomas, I guess, on the board told her, that all they were supposed to do today was write me an IEP. Sorry. To have an instructor come here for fun right now, one day a week. And instead, this lady tells me, he will come here. He will be going to school here at school. That's what we're putting in the IEP today. I said, no, I will not sign it. And yeah, I got red. I raised my voice. I did not holler. I did not scream. I did not swear.
Okay.
But I did say, you will not dictate to me how I'm going to do this. And this is when she started going, security, security. You know, so if there's a camera, please go watch it.
I'll try to watch it tomorrow.
And then go back there and have talk with them, because they are the ones who are the perpetrators. I went there peacefully twice. And both times we left peacefully.
Okay. Well, the thing is, you got a right to do what you want to do with your child.
I know.
I'm not out here about that, okay? Yeah, because
I
you're not
know.
going to tell me about how I'm going to do my child. You know your child. You don't want nobody calling you every 5 minutes to come get them. I understand that.
Well, it does. That's how it is. He is at school, and I've got documents of this spanning from Idaho, because we lived in Idaho.
Right.
Happened there. It happened in Ohio. And within an hour or two of him being at school, it's come get your kid. Okay, we're both disabled. I have cancer.
Right.
She has fibro.
Okay.
And I have, it's a lifelong cancer, so I have to stay chemo the rest of my life.
Okay.
So we can't afford to drive back and forth to these schools.
I understand.
And that got so bad that we had to yank him completely out of school and then do this thing with him called unschooling. And that's basically where they don't get an education.
Right.
And it really sucks. But that's just the way it is with him. He's really high functioning. He can talk to you. And you may not even notice that he's autistic.
Right.
But the moment you tell him no, moment you tell him no,
you're getting better than anybody.
Yeah. And I'm trying to tell these people this. They're wanting him to come to school, and they're saying this in front of him, getting his hopes up. And then they turn around, he cried all the way home and all day the next day because he thought he was going to get to go to school because they told me they can handle him. And then this other guy comes in and says, no, that's assault, man. He'll get kicked out of here. You know,
I think the only thing in the state of Florida you're required to do, not sign on IEP, just sign saying you're going to homeschool your child. Yeah. That's the only thing I believe is required.
That's what we're trying to tell them. And I tried to tell them that even before the first IEP meeting. Well, Ms. Thomas will witness this. Speak with her.
What we wanted was home instruction.
Yes.
That's what we went to the IEP meeting for. Because we're concerned not only about his safety at school because of his behavior.
What he's going to teach other kids.
How old is he?
He's 8. He's extremely verbally abusive as well.
Yeah, if you got a chink in your armor, if you don't have a thick skin, he's going to find it. And when he finds it, he's going to play your nerves. Until you get mad at him, tell him to stop, and then he will attack you. He will straight up come fist flying at you.
Biting, spitting,
hitting. He takes his clothes off, and he'll chase you around peeing on you.
Okay, and like I told them at the school board, the next meeting, we'll try to have a deputy to sit in on the meeting.
That's fine. Okay. Matter of fact, I insist.
Okay. All right.
We also told Ms. Thomas today that
it will be videotaped too. I told her I'm bringing a
we're
camera.
trying to find an advocate to take with us as well. Because we
come down here for a fresh start, and this is what we're running into. And that's the short of it.
Well, in Florida, every kid is due an education.
Yeah, I know.
But it don't take the right from the parent to decide the course of action to get that education.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
And I want him, and he wants to go to school so bad. You have no idea. He has no friends. He's only had one friend in his life, and that was a short period out of school before he got kicked out.
Okay.
And that's all he wants is to go to school. And that school got his hopes up saying, yeah, we can handle this. And then, we went through 2 hours of, yes, we can handle this at this meeting, to this one guy coming in and was like, no, that's assault, And I'm like, dude, what are you even doing here if you can't get punched by a special needs 8-year-old? What are you doing?
The question I got, is he on medication?
No.
They won't help you with medication?
He's tried them all.
Oh, okay.
He had a psychiatrist. Her name was Dr. Levy up north, Athens, Ohio, at Integrated Services.
Right.
And she saw him for a year, and then she threw her hands up in the air at the end of the year and says, guys, I don't know what to tell you. He's been on every behavioral medication that I'm allowed to put him on to the max dose, and I've never seen this before. I don't know what else I can do for you. And not only did we hear that from her, we heard that from other doctors.
My part-time job, I work at the school they were talking about. I work at that school with special needs kids, and I tell you, sometimes they can be a handful.
This one is the worst.
I'm taking your word for it. I have enough of the word about.
I love my kid. I love him to death, but he is the worst. He when he does these flipping things, and they were saying it was bipolar, but he'll ride up here and you'll think he's the greatest kid in the world, and then he'll swing. He'll go all the way to the extreme, and then just touching him is enough for him to go completely into a rage. Completely into a rage, of which you're going to get cussed out, kick, punch, hit. He will pick up weapons. He has come at us with weapons. We have it on video, so it's not a joke. And we are trying to tell these people, you don't want him here. Not only are we doing that to protect ourselves and our situation, we're protecting them. We're not. I'm not up there to cause trouble. I just want to comply with the law, get my kid enrolled in some kind of school, even if it's the most extreme unschooling.
Okay.
And I guess let it work itself out.
Well, I'll be talking to Ms. Thomas tomorrow, and whenever y'all get ready to go to another meeting, we'll try to have a liaison there between you and them, and that's all. We just want peace at the school.
Hey, I'm completely cool with that, and I wish they would be too.
Okay, all right, y'all have a good night. Sorry I'm getting out here so late.
But yeah, listen, one last thing I got to tell you is, if there are cameras, please watch them. Please. I beg you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.